For fans of Star Trek, space may be the final frontier, but the new film in theaters now takes viewers to another place they've never been, the beginning.
I couldn't believe it when the bartender told me who you are. Your father was captain of the starship for 12 minutes. He saved 800 lives, including yours. I dare you to do better.
There's plenty of galactic travel, turmoil, and triumph in this movie, but things get rolling when the future crew of the Enterprise, Kirk, Spock, Bones, and Uhura, and the rest first come together.
And I feel like the actors completely brought to life these roles. Instead of doing impersonations of the original actors, I mean, they just completely owned these characters.
Even though the characters are fixtures in pop culture, most of the cast wasn't even alive when the original series aired in the 60s.
Chris is actually 50, so we should get that out of the way. He was 5 when the series premiered.
Had a great dermatologist.
Really, the Botox helps.
Enlist in Starfleet.
You guys must be way down on your recruiting quota for the month. I was so excited meeting JJ in the beginning and knowing what kind of vision he had for it, and any kind of worries I had about doing some kind of bad impersonation of what Mr. Shatner done were kind of put to rest immediately. What JJ really wanted was a reimagining, and it was more about bringing our own unique, fresh perspective to it.
Who are you?
I'm with me.
We are traveling at warp speed. How did you manage to beam aboard this ship?
Oh, it was incredible, actually, for me to not only to step into the character, but to have available to me as a resource and ultimately a friend, Mr. Nimoy. He was cast before I was. Obviously, he was a linchpin to this project coming together in the first place, and as a result, as a condition of his involvement in the film, he had contractual approval over the young actor that would take over Spock. So I knew when I got the job that it was with his blessing.
I think these things are pretty safe.
Don't pander to me, kid. One tiny crack in the hull and our blood boils in 13 seconds.
The key was that he was he was a little jaded by life, a little burnt, but he is a sort of irascible and cantankerous doctor with the most appalling bedside manner, but beneath that, he's the most passionate, loyal and dedicated friend that you can find, and that's just a really great balance to play with.
It's Uhura.
Uhura? No way. That's the name I was going to make up for you.
I'm very appreciative that Gene Roddenberry, along with his creating team, had an idea of the kind of world or the kind of team that they would have liked to call sort of like the A-team, and there was also room for a woman, not just a Russian man, a Scottish man, a Japanese American, along with an American. There was also room for a woman.
The backstory fills in the blanks for longtime fans of the TV show and movies, but director J.J. Abrams says not being a fan actually helped him do his job.
They were asking if I was, if I'd be interested in directing it, and my first reaction was not just reluctance, but it was basically, a no. I thought, I'm not a Trek fan, I shouldn't be doing this movie. And then it sort of occurred to me that if I want non-fans of Trek to go see it, that maybe a non-fan should direct it.
James T. Kirk was a great man. That was another life.
And Star Trek is now playing in theaters everywhere. Get out and check it out.